I have to see what what continuity they run with Darvin Ham. I need to see what moves they make to fit around LeBron and AD.
Okay,
I want to go back to my original question.
I think it was fair. I think it would be fair for me to ask those questions so you can clean it up.
And the Miami Heat, I think, will be right there. No, I'm not cleaning it up.
He's like, it's dirty, Jay. You got to clean it up.
I'm cleaning them out. You guys are not in my top 7. I'm cleaning out.
But you got the Clippers in there. Yeah. Okay, it's all right.
Yo, because
I want to go back to my original question, okay?
Clippers will be the best team in LA this year.
The Clippers do look formidable if Kawhi can play a season.
And that's the same if AD is healthy.
Yeah.
And
so you said what? The Clippers are going to be what?
They'll be the best team in LA.
All right, Jaren Jackson Jr. Got it.
What?
Okay.
I didn't say strength in numbers.
No, he'd be Jaren Jackson the third.
The third.
Yeah.
So, Jay, I want to go back to my original question. I
can't say anything without offending somebody. Rabbit ears.
Yes.
Good.
Even if you don't put Miami or Philadelphia ahead of any of those teams, I'll leave the Lakers out of it. Okay,
So,
just Miami, Philly. Yeah.
Would you put Philadelphia ahead of the Bucks, Celtics?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to go down the list. What I'm saying is, let's say I sign up for it. I get it, Jay. They're 8 and 9. My question is, what you selected 7 teams as opposed to 9 teams or 5 teams, so it seems to me it's not just some random number like here's my top 5 or here's my top 10. It seems to me you selected teams that you feel, when I get to a certain place where I feel like there's a cutoff here and these are the best teams, I'm going to stop. Or did the producers tell you we want 7 teams?
No, I feel like look, Miami is one of these teams, right, that they had an incredible run. And I think you can win a championship with Jimmy Butler. But I also know a lot of back history about where this team was 2.5 months before that with Jimmy Butler. They were not in a good place with Jimmy Butler. They were not in a good place. So it shifted very, very quickly. I'm curious about Kyle Lowry's now a year older. Like, what's going to happen with Tyler Hero? Like, is he going to come back and be better? Bam Adebayo, who's shrunk a little bit. I still think they'll be a great regular season team. I think they're right there. I still think they're a piece away from being in that upper echelon.
Got it. That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
So you are drawing a line.
Yeah, a little
saying
bit of a
here
line.
are the first tier, and then maybe the next tier would have 2 or 3 teams, including the Sixers and the Heat.
And it's the same reason I have the Nets right there kind of at the bottom too. Like, I want to see what that's like. Obviously, their star power would have them at the top, but I don't know what that's going to be like.
Josh in Florida has something to say about your list, Jay.
JWill.
Josh.
All of you on ESPN, man, you just disrespect Miami.
Everyone knows if you
Kendrick
disrespect
Perkins says,
Miami, you can't be on ESPN, of course.
No.
Those are the rules.
Them goons, as Kendrick Perkins says, them goons from South Beach. You don't know what Pat Riley's going to do. Pat Riley just wants to contend. Playoff Butler, did you see Butler? I think a lot of people are just disrespecting the playoffs he had this year. Did you see Butler this playoffs? It was insane.
No, Josh, I saw Jimmy, but I also know some of the backstory when this whole thing blew up with Jimmy in Miami and East Bo. And by the way, there were a lot of people around the organization that weren't sure that Jimmy Butler was the right fit for them moving forward. So things do change very, very quickly. I understand. It's still very delicate about if they can go next level. Like, they need another piece, unless you're telling me Tyler Hero is going to be that piece.
Well, I mean, they did get to the finals 2 years ago.
In the bubble,
Yeah, it's true. Jason in Florida has an idea, Jay. It may not be what you think. Listen to Jason.
Hey, good morning, fellas. JWill, look, you got the Clippers ranked up there at 3 based off potential. Well, what about the Nuggets, who have the MVP and Jokic? Are going to get back Porter, Murray. If Cousins, Gordon going to be there, what about those guys?
So I stop, Yates. Leave Denver alone, man. I love Denver. I think Denver could be in that conversation too. They're right on the outside looking in. Jamal Murray. First off, I don't like the way people internally try to pressure Jamal Murray to come back this year, like he was going to be that game changer for them to go deep in the playoffs. And secondly, I worry about Michael Porter Jr., man. That back injury.
There's a reason he got passed up by so many teams.
We talked about that
day.
earlier. And I wonder what effects. I need to see that a little bit more consistently from him.
You know what Denver is to me? When you say, who could the Bengals be in the NFL?
Denver.
They could be the Bengals of the NBA, because it doesn't seem to work out for them, but there is something there. But it all has to hit just right. Porter has to stay healthy. Everyone has to stay healthy.
Aren't you tired of saying that Denver is something there? It just like every
that's
year,
why.
Like
No, it's not every year.
Dude,
I mean, they made an incredible run in
It's been at least the last 3 years, which to me is every year.
They made a dope run in the bubble, right? And then Jamal Murray got hurt.
They had the back and forth scoring between Donovan Mitchell and Murray, who scores the most, blah, blah, blah.
Then Jamal Murray got hurt. And Michael
that's
Porter
the thing.
Jr. got hurt too.
What Jamal Murray showed in the bubble, to me, but it's real to me because he went ham in the bubble. He went crazy in the bubble.
See, y'all going crazy in the bubble for them, but as soon as the Lakers come up, they're out of that bubble.
No,
but I don't have them in my top 7. So it validates my feeling about it.
Could the Lakers be the Bengals, or are they too much star power to be
too
considered?
Too much star power. Yeah. Too many expectations.
See, Jay can't say anything good about the Lakers.
It's
too much star power to be the underdog. Not enough star.
I can't wait for him to be in L.A. Boo! Woo! You suck, Jay. Boo!
Well, you guys didn't make the playoffs. Not I.
That's what they're gonna do to you.
I
not
know
me.
you want. I'm wearing Lakers colors for it.
That's not really Lakers.
Those are
colors,
not Lakers
but
colors.
I get it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.